Hello everybody, my name is Heather and welcome back to my channel. I apologize for my super casual hair and clothes today, but I am dressed to go work out, and if I change out of this, I am never going to do that. As you can see from the title of this video, I am showing you the books that I have acquired in September, but also in August, because I did not do an August book haul. I think some of you are going to be really excited about the books that I acquired this month, and you know who you are. I'm going to start with the books that I have acquired because I am part of Loving Dem Books booktube tours. So the first one of those is Forget Tomorrow by Pintip Dunn. So this seems kind of like, I'm a little bit into it right now, so it's kind of like a futuristic dystopian novel in a world where on your 17th birthday, you actually go and you get a memory from your future self. So your future self sends you this memory on your birthday, and it's actually going to tell you what you're gonna be when you grow up, whether it's a doctor, lawyer, actress, or like a criminal. So in this case, our main character, Callie, gets a memory of herself killing her little sister. So she loves her little sister. They actually have to put her in limbo. So she's detained without actually being imprisoned because she actually hasn't done it yet. So it's like this really tricky situation. All the information about this book will be in the description box below. Like I said, I received this book because I am a host of booktube tours put on by Grace over at Loving Dem Books. So I received this book from Entangled Teen Publishing, and I will be reviewing it. So keep an eye out for that. Also, because I am a host of Loving Dem Books booktube tours, I did receive Curse of the Sphinx and Demigods and Monsters by Raye Wagner, and I believe published also by the author, Raye Wagner. I do actually already have a review posted for Curse of the Sphinx, and I'm still reading Demigods and Monsters. I've been in a terrible reading slump. We follow Hope, who is a Sphinx, and her mother is a Sphinx. And at the very beginning of Curse of the Sphinx, her mother actually gets murdered. So Hope has to deal with that. And it's pretty crazy. She has to live on her own. She's also being chased by monsters as well as demigods and monsters, and it's pretty crazy. It's very fast-paced. There's a little bit of romance. We're getting a little bit more romance in the second book, so that's exciting. And if you want to hear more about my thoughts of these books, definitely check out my review that I will link in the description box. I believe you can still enter for a chance to win a copy of this, perhaps, maybe. I'll put all that information in the description box. So, of course, I filmed the entire video and forgot a book. I knew I forgot one, but you know what? I'm just gonna put this in the middle and pretend like that didn't happen. So, from booktube tours, I also acquired Dark Horses by Cecily von Ziegesar. And I always say this, I can't pronounce her name, but anyway, I've already read it and reviewed it. So this was sent to me by Soho Teen in exchange for an honest review, and I will link that review in the description box below, as well as any giveaway information associated with Dark Horses. But basically, we follow Merritt, who's going through some crises in her life. There's been a death in the family, and her parents really don't want to deal with it, and so they send her to this horse therapy center where basically they use horses and connections with horses to help these struggling teenagers. So that's where Merritt meets Red, who is a horse who's also pretty troubled. He's quite a troublemaker. He's a dark horse, and they actually form this really beautiful connection. Every other chapter we switch perspectives from Merritt to Red, back to Merritt, back to Red, and it's really amazing, and they build a lovely relationship. So it's actually kind of a tragic story, so keep that in mind, but I will let you know more about it in my wrap-up, and also you can definitely watch my review to hear more about that. Alright, so those are all the books that I received because I'm a host of booktube tours. Now, moving on to a couple of graphic novels. Alex and Ada. So I got volume 2 and 3. And I started volume 2, and I can finish these in a day, but for some reason I like put it down because I had to go do something and I haven't picked it up yet. But basically, Alex and Ada follows Alex, who he lives in a futuristic world where people have androids and robots and all of this stuff. So his grandmother, I believe, sends him Ada, who is basically this like robotic personal assistant. You can basically make these robots or androids, I don't know which is whatever you want them to be. And he's very uncomfortable with the idea of having one, but it kind of progresses into this romance, you know? So it's really interesting, but there's also a lot of like law breaking that's going on as well. So I really, really enjoyed the first graphic novel, and I love the art. It's very clean, minimalistic. I don't know, like I can follow it pretty well. It's not like all over the place. I like that kind of art. I don't like too much like in your face. So I really, really like it, and yeah, got these. Okay, and the book that you guys have probably been waiting for. I actually did pre-order this, and I can't believe I haven't started it yet. I'm sure it will I'm sure I'll just power through it because it'll probably be really good, but I haven't picked it up yet because I just haven't. And that is Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas. This is the 5th book in the Throne of Glass series that just came out earlier this month. And the Throne of Glass series, for those of you who don't know, follows Selena Sardathian, who is an assassin. And she, at the very beginning of the series, enters this competition to become the king's assassin. And there's romance, there's like love triangles, and then there's like more romance and like different guys, and just, it's lovely. But then you also have this just a strong, amazing female character who, I mean, she loves to fight, and she's like really strong and a badass fighter and like assassin, but she also loves to read, and she loves like to get dressed up in pretty dresses. This series is such a roller coaster of like twists and turns and different plot points and amazing, wonderful characters. So I need to open you and start reading you because I'm sure it won't take me very long to finish you. That sounds a little scary. I will finish you. Also, the last million books I actually got in a book outlet purchase, and I will look crazy, but I have no regrets. The first book I acquired from Book Outlet is Fairest by Marissa Meyer. This is actually a novella following Queen Lavanna, and I believe it's like her background or her history or something. And Queen Lavanna is the villain of the Lunar Chronicles. So this is the only Lunar Chronicles book that I have not read. The Lunar Chronicles, for those of you who don't know, is a science fiction fairy tale retelling. The first book is it's Cinder, and it follows Cinder, who is like the Cinderella character, and then you have Scarlet, who's like the Little Red Riding Hood character, Cress is the Rapunzel character, and Winter is the Snow White character. But of course, it's just inspired by that, and then you've got like all this crazy science fiction stuff, and it weirdly reminds me of like Sailor Moon and like Firefly and Serenity kind of mixed together. Okay, I'm just gonna show you the next million books because they're all kind of related. I don't know why I'm really excited to show you these. So the next book I acquired from Book Outlet is City of Bones by Cassandra Clare, City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare, City of Glass, City of Fallen Angels, City of Lost Souls, City of Heavenly Fire. And these are the cool versions where like the spines, of course I'm not holding them correctly, make the pretty like picture. I've been waiting for these to all come on Book Outlet in these same editions. That's probably the best I can do without dropping them. This is a series that is very beloved on BookTube, and I want to get in on that. And all I know about it is that they're shadow hunters. I don't know anything about it. And I'm sure there's lots of like romance and action and crazy stuff happening, and I'm sure you get attached to characters who, like, they might die. I don't know. Would you consider this paranormal fantasy or like urban fantasy? I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys classify the Mortal Instruments as, just out of curiosity. So yes, I got these. And you know what else was on Book Outlet? Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, and Clockwork Princess in the same editions, paperback. They make the pretty picture on the spine. I was so happy when I saw all of these. I'm actually more excited to read the Infernal Devices because I hear that they're better, but I know that since they were published after the Mortal Instruments, I've just heard and read that it's better to read the Mortal Instruments first and then read the Infernal Devices. So in conclusion, I have a book buying problem. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you really liked it, or even if you only liked it a little bit, I don't know why I said really, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you like me, you can subscribe to my channel, but you don't have to. That's cool. I go with the flow. And if you really, really like me, you can follow all of my social media things. I'm currently doing the Fall the Books photo challenge on Instagram right now, put on by Twirling Pages and Celine Reads. So I'm actually doing it. Like, I get a little bit behind, but then I catch up. So like, this is crazy. I don't think I've ever gotten this far on a photo challenge before. So that's exciting. If you want to follow me there, if you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm trying to learn Twitter still. So, but of course there's also reading updates that come from Goodreads. So if you don't want to follow me on Goodreads, you can follow me on Twitter, or you can do both. Whatever. Everything you need to know is in the description box. I really love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!